Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Pokey Historian, the show where I randomly browse the Dex app and look at cards and comment on them. Tonight, we're looking at the three Vending Series sets of Pokemon cards, exclusive cards to Japan 1, 2, and 3. They came on these vending sheets that you had to peel the cards off of. It was very interesting. We'll talk about that someday in more detail. In fact, I believe I did a video about it like 3 years ago where I went over one of the cards from that set. I think I did the Zapdos. So anyways, without further ado, let's look at some of these cards because they have some pretty wild artworks. Should be fun to talk about. So here we got Bulbasaur, an artwork by Kazuki, hanging out in the Pokemon lab. You can see a bunch of beakers and stuff in the background. Clinging onto this Pokeball. Looks like somebody's working on the Pokedex too. Classic Pokemon artwork. Let's see what else we got. Got this Caterpie here, done by Kasube. Hanging out in the Viridian Forest. Lots of different plant life all around it. Looking very, very brave. Let's keep going. Then we got Metapod here. Hanging out in the trees. Kasube artwork again. Got this Weedle. Looking a little nervous. Hanging onto a leaf or something. Looks like maybe it could be flying through the sky. I don't know. Kamiya artwork. One of Kamiya's first. Then we got, this looks like, yep, it's definitely an Arita artwork. So we got Kakuna hanging out on the side of this tree. Not doing much, as Kakuna typically does. We got Nidoran here. Looking at this Pokeball. Looks like it's digging a hole. Is it going to bury the Pokeball? Maybe it's protesting being inside the Pokeball. It's like, I'm not going to do this crap anymore. I'm going to bury this ball and I'm going to run away. You show him, Nidoran. Here we got the male Nidoran. Ears perked up. Probably listening for a nearby female. Arita artwork. Got Zubat in a cave. I actually own this one. Kasube artwork. Very hand-drawn looking. That's pretty cool. Like the colors too in the background. It's all green and stuff. Got this Golbat here just flying through the sky. Paris. Looking right at us. Got a Parasect. Sugimori artwork. Got a Pinsir. Sugimori. Here we go. We got a Charmander. I don't know why, but this card kind of reminds me of Pokemon Snap. Nishida. Always doing the cute artworks. And this one's no exception. Here we got Rapidash. Looking majestic as ever. Oh, there's the Squirtle. I always like this Squirtle card. Just hanging out by this river. Got a nice butterfly on its tail. Oh, you know what this is done by Himono, and I swear I've seen this. This butterfly also appears in the Jungle Eevee card. Same type of butterflies. That's funny. I never noticed that before until right now. Funny little artistic touch. And we got this nice Poliwag here sitting on a rock. Nishida. Poliwhirl. Looks like he's about to teach us a thing or two. Look at this crazy Poliwrath. This is wild. Talk about hand-drawn. Don't see this kind of artwork very often. It kind of reminds me of the Snorlax Black Star promo a little bit, just with how hand-drawn it looks. Except maybe done by an even younger artist here. I like it though. Look, there's its house. And there's its shed. I don't know. Alright, here we got a Pikachu. They actually made this one into a Black Star promo in English. Got Abra here sitting in the tree. Reminds me a lot of the Arita artwork where it has Abra sleeping underneath. Yeah, it's sleeping underneath a tree in the base set artwork. And then Arita did another artwork for 151 where it's like sitting up against a rock and it's like same type of thing. But yeah, I think this is meant to be the similar type of tree that the Arita artwork is sitting underneath. So that's cool. Here we got this Mr. Mime. This was recently just printed in English. in like some super Pokemon celebrations that I forget what it's called. But I actually just picked it up at a card show about 2 months ago because I recognized that that was the first time we'd seen this card in English. It's kind of neat. Got this Mewtwo here, looking kind of spooky. And it looks like it's in the Cerulean Cave, maybe, based on this background, waiting on a challenger. Seems likely. We got Geodude. Kurihara, not familiar with that artist. Got Pidgey here, done by Kasube. Flying through the savannah. Got Rattata, eating a nice chunk of something. Maybe it's a berry. On this nice path leading into this town. Himono. I really like Himono's early artworks. They're kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. I want to say like washed out, but that sounds like such a negative word. But like they look like very overexposed or something. And it just, I don't know, it looks like kind of like a storybook. Big fan. Here we have our buddy Clefairy hanging out in Mount Moon. Is it like on a rock or is it like, yeah, it's got to be on a rock. But I say it looks like it's just standing in midair. We got Wigglytuff singing us a song in a cave. This this is a Kamiya artwork. Doduo chowing down here on this plant. Kind of reminds me of a cattail. Dodrio. I don't even know what to say about that. Got Lickitung just battling the battle of 1,000 Pokeballs. Good luck, Lickitung. May the odds forever be in your favor. And we got this really... What? Look at this Chansey. Gosh. It's so cute and dopey at the same time. And it's holding an egg. And then look at that big old smile. I like this one. Kamiya. Classic Kamiya artwork. Got little Eevee here. Arita. This doesn't even really look like Arita's artwork to me. Got Porygon in the big city. Good luck, Porygon. What the? Look at the Snorlax. Another very, very hand-drawn looking card. I'm telling you just have the wildest artworks. Moonstone. Fossil Excavation. That's cool. Oh, and that's it for Vending Series 1. Overall, I'd say this series is off to a good start. Let's move on to Vending Series 2, shall we? Let us begin. We have a very standard looking Venomoth here, flying through some ruins of some sort. Kind of reminds me of Sky Ridge. Got Grimer hanging out with its pals in a really dumpy place. That's got to be Kamiya, of course it is. Yeah, look, you got coughing, causing a ruckus here in this lab or power plant or wherever the heck this is. It looks like there's some evolution stones there in the background. Wonder where that's supposed to be. Here we got Tangela. Oh, look at this Moltres. I always like this card. Arita artwork. Very nice. About to lay the claw of justice down on somebody. Got Seal. Hanging out in the Seafoam Islands. Should I jump in the water or not? I've got a very nice rock. Got Dugong here. It's nice. Got this Shelter winking at you. Trying to tempt you to come play in the water. Krabby. Kazuki. Very nice. We got Lapras, Nishida. Kind of reminds me of Pokemon Snap 2 in that first stage where like there's like the Lapras in the background and like they're kind of far away and you can't really see them that well. This card reminds me of that. And we got Omanite here. Hanging out in a lab, probably being brought back to life, I'm guessing. It's gotta be. Always like this Articuno. This is a Wizards Black Star promo in English too. Beautiful card. Got a very happy looking Raichu, Nishida. Got a Magnemite, Kazuki, hanging out in the power plant or something. Oh, look at this one. This is nice. This is cool. Magneton. You know, it's kind of hard to get a good card of Magneton because like there's only so many poses you can really draw it in. But I feel like this one actually looks kind of dynamic. This might be one of my favorite Magneton cards I've seen. And you got this big old generator there in the background. Look at this really wacky looking Voltorb. Looks like it's on a power line or something. Oh, and there's a little Electabuzz in the background. That's wild. It's got to be the power plant from Red and Blue. Here we got Electabuzz hanging out inside. Somebody's doing some graphs there in the background. We got an old 90s computer and a giant lever. Oh, there we go. Classic Zapdos of the power plant. Y'all know this is one of my favorite cards. I mean, what more can I say about this one that I haven't already said? Top tier vending card. My personal favorite. Jinx here on The Bachelor, hanging out on the beach. Wondering if she's going to make it to the finals. Sandshrew. Got a Machop here doing some work. Look at that in the background. We got, is that a terrified Pikachu? Yeah, it looks very worried about what this Machop is doing. And then what's that other thing behind? Is that an Electabuzz? Is that a side? I don't know what that Pokemon is behind it. I don't know what that is. That's definitely a Pikachu. But that thing? I'm not sure what that is. Let me know in the comments what you think this Pokemon is. I really can't tell. Maybe a Psyduck? I don't know. Got another Machop here. Yikes. Man, he's looking very pissed off. Got Gravelly here, about ready to jump you. Kind of creepy. Onyx here, hiding away from the water, trying not to get wet, and there's some Zubats and stuff. Of course it's Kamiya. What a wild artwork. Definitely doesn't like that rain. Got Marowak here. Hitmonlee. Doing some work at the gym. Hitmonchan. Using its feet of all things here. Wouldn't expect that. But hey, gotta do leg day, right? And we got Kabuto here in the lab being brought back to life from the fossil. That's cool. Himono. And we got this Aerodactyl. Looks like it's flying through the museum. Sick card. Aerodactyl is such an underrated Pokemon. Imagine if Aerodactyl got like an evolution. We got Spearow here hanging out by this cave. I wonder what cave that's supposed to be. Maybe Rock Tunnel. Fearow. Ditto. And some sort of bluish cave, I think. It's kind of cool. Nishida. Got Flash. I think this is the only HM featured on a Pokemon card. And then we got the Master Ball. The Silph specialty. Max Revive. Guard Spec. And that's it for Vending Series 2. Overall, pretty good. I like the legendary birds a lot. And it's got some cool Pokemon. Let's move on to set 3. What do we got here? We got Arbok in a cave. Nidorina, looking bashful. Nidorino. Venonat. Bellsprout here with a bunch of leaves. Weeping Bell. I own this one. Huh. Card looks very 3D for its time. We got Weezing. So far, I'm not too impressed with Vending Series 3. Scyther. This is a Black Star promo. Vulpix. Hanging out in the fields of gold. Now this is how you make a Growlithe card. Look at that, just hanging out here, sleeping under this table full of snacks. What a card. Kamiya, 10 out of 10. I don't know why I haven't picked up this card yet. Ponyta, this is nice. Jumping through the window or something? I don't know what's going on here. Kimura. Magmar, heating things up. It's a Black Star promo as well. Golduck, swiftly swimming through the river. Kingler, ready for battle. Very, very colored, horsey looking card. Kazuki. Okay, here we go. Seadras. Of course, it's Kamiya. Looks like this one's spraying this one, and this one's not happy about it. And is this supposed to be the Seafoam Islands here in the background? Or is it just some random landmass? It's up for artistic interpretation. Starry's Day at the Beach. Omanyte. I don't think I've ever noticed this one before. Kasube. Kind of cool. Got Kadabra here, putting on a magic show. Kadabra here looking very sinister. Okay. Slowbro. Doing a little handstand. How athletic of you. Look at this one. Ghastly. Is that supposed to be the Pokemon Tower there in the background? Probably. Haunter, zooming out of this little wooden shack. What a funny looking Haunter card, huh? They don't make them like that anymore. Or this. This one's pretty funny. I guess this is supposed to be a graveyard, and these are supposed to be like graves with Pokeball themed spiky things on them. Yeah, it's gotta be a graveyard. Kazuki. That's cool. Creepy old Hypno. Trying to lure us back to its cave. Mewtwo here. Looking pretty funny. Sandslash looking 3D. Machoke, just being the legendary pro that it is, saving Sandshrew, Chansey, and Ditto, helping them get across this raging river. What a guy. Somebody get him a medal. We got Graveler here, and what is he doing? Looks like he's just slamming into the ground or something. Cubone here, creeping on somebody. The hell are you watching, man? Got right on here. This is a funny looking one. Not much to the background though. Who is this? Pidgeotto. Looking a little smug. Kangaskhan hanging out. Wait, is that lightning? Has like lightning? Is it like lightning about to strike this Kangaskhan and kill it, and then the baby's gonna have to raise itself? Like what's this all about? Like, why is there lightning in this card? And why is it aimed at Kangaskhan? This just can't end. Is like the baby trying to jump out and get away because it knows that shit's about to get real? I don't. Very strange card. We got Tauros here. Looks hand drawn. And we got Pokemon Retransfer. Pokemon Tower. 4 prize battle. 20 damage from confusion. God, that Meowth got screwed over. 3 deck battle. That sounds crazy. 3 versus 3 Doug Trio team battle. Wow. Deck exchange. Who's doing all these artworks? Habu? Yeah, some guy. Or is that... No. Is that Habu? Is that what that name says? Habu, yeah. Uyama's Pikachu. This is a classic one. I believe this set was like finally printed in English like just a few years ago. Pretty original. And there he is, Uyama. What a funny card. Oh, there's a Weedle back there. And we got Imakuni, PC. Wow. I mean, just you had the wildest artworks back then. It was really anything goes with Pokemon when it was first starting out. Imakuni's nasty plot. Yeah, what are you? I don't even know what to say. Wow. Bill's PC. There's the legend himself. He's trading Pokemon. Machoke, Kadabra, Omanite, Haunter. What's that one? Graveler, maybe? Yep, and that's it for Vending Series 3. So that one was decent enough. I think I would say... Let's look at these again. I would say that number 2 is my favorite, then 1, then 3. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was definitely fun looking at these cards. Very interesting artworks. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.